Hello, 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 and welcome. So today I'm going to be talking about some awesome new arrivals here at Goulet Pens. And without further ado, let's just hop right into it. Okay, so first on the docket, we have a brand new fountain pen model from Pelikan that's super exciting called the Pelikan Ineo. And this pen is just really awesome because it comes in 6 really cool color options and it's more on the affordable side in comparison to other Pelikan models like the M1000 or the M200. So one of the very first things I thought when I saw this pen is like, oh my gosh, look at that sleek minimalist packaging. I am a huge fan of like the minimalist movement because I just think things look so much better when they're nice, clean, not a lot of extra noise in the background. Like that's just my personal preference. So I'm loving what I'm seeing with this pen. And it's very affordable, under $36. So you can try this out for yourself without any guilt if you end up not loving it. But I doubted that very seriously. So upon opening this bad boy up, you can see very ASMR packaging. It's very loud packaging. That's what I associate with ASMR. If I can get it open, Jesus. So I love how snug it is in here. Even on the inside, it's very minimalist. Love, love, love that design aspect. It has a matte finish, so you can see some shine, but of course it'll never compare to a glossy. And I just think that a matte finish also adds that just sleek look to a pen. If you notice, this thing does not have a clip, but if you take it off, you do see that though it doesn't have a clip, it has this kind of ridge right here that will eliminate it from rolling off the table, which is actually a super helpful feature just because the Ineo does not post. I will say, I wish that this pen, I wish I had more pens with a ridge right here so it doesn't roll off my desk. There has been so many times where a pen has just rolled off now that I've been in school and everybody in class will just break their neck like they're an extra in the Michael Jackson Thriller video. I'm like, oh my gosh, stop, I'm embarrassed. But either way, really, really, really cool feature. When it comes to the nib sizing options, I will say the Ineo only comes in a medium, but for me, that's my personal preference just because I love a pen that just puts down a lot of ink, and I typically get that with medium and broad nibs. Just to show you guys how the Ineo writes. You can see I've already been kind of testing it out. When I'm going super light, you can still get some pretty good ink flow. But when I'm using like my normal bear down weight, I just think that it's really bold, really in your face, great ink flow, just awesome nib. You don't get a lot of line variation. Of course, it's not a flex nib, but I think that for an everyday writer, this thing is really awesome. So the Ineo actually can fit either a short or a long standard international cartridge. As you can see, it comes with a long one, but you can also fit a mini converter in there if you so choose. Just to reiterate, this thing is under $36, very affordable. It comes in tons of different color options. So if you're looking to try something new from Pelikan, I would 100% recommend this pen. Is sleek, it writes well, and you just get a lot of quality for an amazing price, I can tell you that much. Alrighty, moving on. We have a brand new Goulet exclusive Duragraph from Conklin, and it is the Conklin Duragraph in Smoky Purple. Now, if you're like, Smoky Purple sounds so familiar, oh my gosh, that's because there we have a Monteverde, a Nova Formula M in Smoky Purple that also has the same head-turning, eye-catching color. So yeah. This is also exclusive to Goulet Pens, but just wanted to show you guys in comparison. So this is the Duragraph. Now I will say, most Duragraphs are made out of resin, but this one is so special because it's made out of metal. And so because of that, it's going to have a nice weight in your hand. I prefer a pen with a little bit of weight because when I don't know, I'm crazy. I associate weight with quality, even though that's not always the case. But when I have a nice weighted pen, I'm like, this is gonna be durable, this is gonna last. When you post this pen, it is pretty heavy on the back end. Like Balance-wise, it's going to have more balance towards the back where it's posted. But if you don't mind that, I think you're going to absolutely love this pen. I'm one of those people that also like weighted pens because it feels more grounded. I feel more grounded with the pen in my hand. I'm a fidgeter. I was one of those people that had like a fidget spinner in class and the teacher was like, put that away or you're getting in trouble. So I really like things that just make me feel more grounded, like a weighted blanket. That's the same concept. As you can see, it has some beautiful black trim, and it is PVD coated, which also means like if you are anything like me and are careless with your stuff, it's gonna be a little bit more durable than other materials, which is really, really, really awesome. So yeah, in comparison to the Ineo Formula M, same gorgeous color, except this pen is just a little heavier. Of course, different clip, different shape, but overall, the Duragraph is a really awesome option, and I encourage you to try it out. It's exclusive to Goulet Pens. You can't get this amazing purple goodness anywhere else. And I must add in that this is the perfect purple, at least for me, because it gives you that like pop of color without being too bold in your face, like a lilac or a lavender. And it's just very professional, very reserved, and it just kind of looks, it's unique. I am a big stickler for like, I only want things that look unique, that have a different vibe and feel to it. And I think the Conklin Duragraph in Smoky Purple does just that. I'm a fan of this. What can I say? But one thing I will tell you guys is always find out for yourself. It's awesome to get advice and opinion from other people, but one of the best things to do is see for yourself, because somebody could say something about a pen and then you experience it for yourself and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm totally not having that same experience. So definitely check this out. Yeah. Next up, we have some Ferris wheel press inks. Now these are right up my alley. Like when it comes to ink, I can talk for days and days and days, especially Ferris wheel press, because Ferris wheel press always comes with that shimmer. And quite frankly, they did not, They did not shy away from that with these two awesome new inks called Festival Grove and Ambrosia Indulgence. So as you can see, Ambrosia Indulgence and Festival Grove are absolutely gorgeous shades packed with lots of gold shimmer. Festival Grove, of course, is a light green, kind of leaning more towards the yellow side. And Ambrosia Indulgence is like a reddish burgundy with, of course, that added shimmer. And one thing I love about Ferris wheel press is that they are really consistent with new shades. They're always thinking ahead, which I can appreciate because I'm one of those people that like to switch things up based on the season, the holiday. And I just feel like Ferris wheel press really comes through for me when it comes to that. Like, for example, like this beautiful burgundy just reminds me of like the leaves changing, but this complementary green, although it's not as like, it's not a pine green where you think of like evergreen Christmas tree, it's like that yellowish green where it's kind of like the leaves used to be more of a medium green, but now they're getting really, really light on the way to yellow. So I just think both of these are great fall colors, and they have some awesome properties. I will say what you're seeing, all of these swabs are on Tomoe River paper, and that paper is really, really good about like putting all those ink properties, boom, in your face. But it might not show up as well on like maybe a Clairefontaine or a Leuchtturm, but either way, I think Ferris wheel press creates awesome inks that just are super saturated, bold, and that really bring out the fun in your writing. So when it comes to packaging, I will say Ferris wheel press always just hits the nail on the head. So Festival Grove actually is a little bigger. I mean, it comes in a little bit of a bigger bottle than Ambrosia Indulgence. And this is a 38 milliliter bottle. And it costs $2 more than Ambrosia Indulgence. This is $22, but it is just a beautiful, beautiful. You turn it on the bottom, you can see all that shimmer packed in the bottom. So you just give it a good shake and it'll be ready to go. So I don't know if you guys know, but on the Fairy Tales bottle, and Ambrosia Indulgence is a part of the Fairy Tales collection, on the Ambrosia Indulgence bottle, it has this fun little riddle, well not riddle, but kind of story. And as an avid storyteller, marketing, communications professional, I love that. I think I'm the only one who is like up to date on Princess Patch and all her crazy adventures. And Ferris Press does a really good job of kind of tying all that together. And I just really love the brand. I just think it's so fun. It's so whimsical. And yeah, so just upon opening this one up, this is a smaller bottle, and it is 20 milliliters. Fairy Tales, heavy on the theming, very campy, gimmicky. I love it. Like, I really, really love it. It looks like a little potion. It's kind of hard to fill your pen from this bottle. So what I usually do, I usually prefer to write with cartridges. With converters. So I'll just take my converter and I'll dunk it in here. But yeah, other than that, that's a very small thing that I'm like, this isn't ideal, but everything else is a 10 out of 10. I love it, so I can overlook it. I turn it on the bottom. I look at all that shimmer and I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be a good one. Shake that up, insert my converter, fill it up, and then, you're ready to write. And I love it. 10 out of 10. 10, 10, 10s across the board. Okie dokie, moving on to another new arrival. We have the Pelikan M200 in Golden Lapis. Now, if this pen is anything like the Goulet Lapis ink that came out maybe beginning of this year, end of last year, then I know it's going to be absolutely beautiful. But let's find out and see. Oh, Lord. They have a little hole in here if you crazy like me and have long nails and can't dig up in there. So that's convenient, Pelikan. Thank you kindly. As you can see, you can dig my nail in there and open the box. So let's see. We're going to open it up. And ooh, this is beautiful. I'm loving the sleek packaging, I'm telling you. And this is a side note, unpopular opinion. I prefer like silver to gold. Silver just has that like bougie, classy, elegant. Gold is kind of gaudy to me. So I'm loving like the silver packaging with like the brown accent. It looks really, really good, Pelikan. And I also never know if it's like a push out or, oh no. As you can see, it has a ridge. So we're gonna go ahead and open that right on up. Passion. I love that, Pelikan. Pelikan has some awesome alliterations. Passionate, Pelikan, precise, prestigious pens. I could get used to that. Say that 5 times. So I absolutely love the little casing. If you're anything like me, I do not take care of stuff. It's such a bad habit. And that's exactly why my glasses look like they're falling off the bone. That's because I don't put them in its case, and I don't even have a case for it. So if you're anything like me, it's kind of nice to know that you have your own built-in case. Thank you, Pelikan. Now let's check out the pen. Absolutely gorgeous, like I thought. This is a piston-filled pen, so you can get tons of great ink up in there. It has some beautiful gold-plated trim. The nib is plated too with gold, but it is a steel nib. But that doesn't mean that the writing quality is any different. It's a great writing experience, beautiful gold trim, just awesome. I really, really think this is a beautiful pen. Plus, you can see the little emblem on the finial. It is just a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Like I mentioned earlier, Pelikan does have a golden lapis ink, that perfectly matches this pen, so you don't even have to worry about pen pairing. And when I tell you golden lapis is one of my favorite ink shades, it is the perfect like cerulean blue with then gold shimmer is mesmerizing. But I will say, using that gold shimmer, that was one of the inks that I felt like kind of had to do a little elbow grease from cleaning out my feed. So that's just a little warning, a little note to keep in mind. But if you're looking for an ink to go with this, the ink that does go with this is heavy on the shimmer. But if you like shimmer inks, I think you're gonna absolutely, absolutely love that pairing with this pen. So yeah. All right, now we're gonna go back into Ink World, and that is because a seller has dropped 5 new Manyo shades, which is really exciting because it's like the Sailor Manyo collection has like the perfect muted subtle color, but you're not getting those like super boring snooze fest, typical run-of-the-mill blues, blacks, grays, things of that nature. Like they actually have some color, it's just not as vibrant as what we just saw with Ferris Press. So as you can see, there are 5 new colors, and they're actually inspired by foods from the Heian period. Heian, excuse my mispronunciation if I didn't say it right. And I just really like these: Azuki, Nagi, Kieri, Budo, and then Sumomo. And I have to say, I just love these shades. Although they're a bit more reserved, muted, if you're into art, these will be a really, really great art medium for like watercolor, landscapes, more natural settings, just because you can find all these colors in nature. Me personally, if I had to pick, you know I'm going with a pink, baby. I love Azuki. I think that although it's not as crazy bold in your face as maybe a Ferris Press or a Colorverse ink, I do think that this has some really cool sheening properties. It has a beautiful like rose pink shade to it. And yeah, this is on Tomoe River paper, I will say, of course. That paper just brings out all the properties, but I really feel like this is a strong ink. It'll show up on any paper that you use. And yeah, and one thing about these inks is they're not water resistant, so be careful if you have like a drink with condensation or, you know, just any sort of liquid. You spill this on your pages, I'm pretty sure you're not gonna be able to tell what you're writing. So be aware of that, and then try out these really awesome inks. Especially if you're looking for something a little bit more fun, but still kind of reserved. You don't feel like cleaning out your pen with a feed brush and pen flush and all that for a long time just to clean it out. You want something with a pop of color, maybe some sheening that'll be easy to clean. I really feel like these new Manyo inks will do the trick for you. If you look at the packaging, very cutesy, very demure. I think I'm the only one still saying that. Is that old and not funny anymore? Was it ever funny? Who knows? Either way, Sailor does an awesome job with packaging. You get a little story about the ink on the side. 50 milliliters, so tons of ink. You won't run out anytime soon. And yeah, very gorgeous. Just to open it up, you can see sleek packaging. If you wanted to use this as a gift, I don't think anybody would complain at all. Quality ink, beautiful packaging, and it's kind of wide, so you can fill your pen right from the bottle, which is something that is always soups convenient. Last but certainly not least, I saved the new limited edition LAMY 2000 in Pine to be the finale. So let's open this thing up together. I think it's gonna be awesome, man. If I had to put my bets in, I think I'd be rich. So let's do it. So this thing is huge. Oh my gosh. It's heavy. I feel like it's Christmas time. Ah! Speaking of Christmas, this will be a great gift. I'll tell you that much. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at this box. Nice finish to a nice matte finish. Very sleek. Minimalist. I'm loving it. Well, you know, Pelikan had the same looking vibe, so I don't know if it's that German-made quality, but we shall see. So we're gonna take this out the side. We still have that same sleek matte finish. Let's open it up. Here we go. Ooh. So boom, right out the gate, you see this a lovely little book. Let's see. So sleek. Okay, so this is giving user manual maybe. A little history about the pen. So just a little history for you guys. The LAMY 2000 in Pine is celebrating the LAMY 2000's 58th anniversary. So happy birthday, LAMY 2000. Oh yeah. It's doing some comparisons to other 2000s. You have the beautiful ink. Got some instructions. So yeah, this is kind of like a beautifully designed user manual, and I'm absolutely loving it. We're looking at the user manual. Let's look at the pen. Oh my goodness. Love the little compartment. Everything is just beautiful function and design. Bauhaus. Let's look at the pen. Oh my gosh, I'm absolutely obsessed. This is gorgeous. I love this shade of green. I just don't like bright lime greens. This is the perfect, cool, calm, collected shade. It's like a head turner, but reserved, which we love. If you look at this gorgeous snappy clip, you can see LAMY on the side. It's very reflective. keep your little cleansing wipe with you because you might get some fingerprints on this one. And if you also look to the side, I don't know if you can see, I might have to add in a picture. This one is number 3,166 out of 5,058. There are only 5,058 of these available. Of course, the 5,058 is celebrating the 50th anniversary, and it just is so sleek. Quite frankly, I might have to get this for myself. I'm loving what I'm seeing. Okay, so the pen looks amazing. Oh, I didn't open it up. Let's see. Oh my goodness. You know, classic LAMY 2000, hooded nib, ink window, just beautiful. The clip is beautiful. Oh my gosh, this pen is a 10 out of 10. I'm really loving it. Oh, and then you get that satisfying click. Ooh. Fountain pen ASMR. How y'all feel about that? All right, so we saw the beautiful pen. We saw this gorgeous designed user manual. So what's next? I'm loving everything I'm seeing. So this is a pretty big notebook. Let's see what's in it. Yeah, it's just a regular old notebook. It's huge. This is definitely not A5 sizing. I will be honest, I don't know which sizing it is. I'll probably figure it out and put it over here somewhere. And when you open this thing up, nice and sleek, I don't know if you guys can see, it is not a dot grid or a line grid. It is a square dot grid, if that makes any sense. I'll show you guys a square dot grid, if that makes any sense. So if you want it to get like really tiny, but you still want it to be neat, this is a great notebook for that. Personally, I prefer like college rule lined notebook paper, but if you're into a dot grid or if you're into like more sophisticated dot grid, I think you're gonna really, really like this notebook. It's huge. As an avid note taker myself, a notebook of this size is absolutely perfect. It's just, you can get a lot of writing done in here. And with A5 sizing notebooks, I find that I run through them so quickly, especially if it's kind of like that wide rule line instead of college rule. I think those are the two options. I run through those really quickly. So a notebook that's a little bit longer in height and allows for me to write really, really tiny without sacrificing the quality of my penmanship. I'm loving what I'm seeing, LAMY. I'm really loving it. All right. So quite frankly, I don't think I'm done. I think there's another thing in here to see. And I'm right. So we have another book. Oh my goodness. This is gorgeous. Gerd A. Muller. Sorry, I'm not German. The only thing I know German is Stille Nacht. And I learned that for the Disney chorus in high school. But either way, beautiful designed notebook. Let's look through, shall we? Or not notebook, but this is more of the designer who got forgotten. Ooh, juicy. I think this is a great coffee table book. Let's look and see. Forward, all that good stuff. I'm loving the dual language. It's sticking to its roots. It's a German-made brand, LAMY, but they also are understanding that their customers in the USA speak English. So I just love how you can get both languages on the page. I just appreciate that. I think that it crosses off a box. I am really, really loving this. As you can see, it is a full-out book. Beautiful. It has beautiful typography, beautiful just imagery throughout it. It's just amazingly designed, and I know we're kind of celebrating the designer, so LAMY is just doing a great job to celebrate 58 years with such a iconic pen. So, oh my gosh, this is a great coffee table book. I have nothing but positive things to say. This is amazing, LAMY. Tens across the board. All right, well, there you have it. Those are some pretty cool new arrivals. Like, I'm really feeling the LAMY 2000 Pine. Don't be surprised if y'all see me writing with one because I purchased one. It is just So beautiful. I love the Ferris wheel press inks, golden lapis. I can't wait to use that pen and try it with the golden lapis ink. Yeah, I just think so many cool new arrivals. But of course, you guys, I want you to let me know what you think in the comments. What was your favorite? What do you have concerns about? What do you have questions about? I want to chat. I want to know. Let's talk about some things, okay? I love to debrief. It's one of my favorite things. Of course, if you have any questions about tech specs, nib options, color options, please feel free to hit up our lovely customer care team who will be 1,000,000% ready to answer all of your burning and pressing questions. Or if you just want to talk about something, leisurely, they can help you with that too. But thank you so much for joining me as I went through all of our new arrivals, and let me know in the comments your favorite, and I'll be back at you next time. Bye.